Take the value out of the object. Ironically, that's exactly when you gain the upper hand. Are you currently begging for love or desperate for success? The moment you put someone on a pedestal and pour your heart out to them, your subconscious labels you as inferior. In transurfing terms, value is excess energy. That heavy importance you assign will trigger balancing forces. And trust me, they will stab you in the back. The reason your relationships end in misery isn't a lack of sincerity. It's because you overdid it. You idolize them. Today, I'm going to show you how to throw those fake values into the trash and reveal the chilling mechanism that makes the world kneel before you. Welcome to Mind Design Lab. In our last episode, we learned the terror of balancing forces triggered by desperation. In part 6, we're diving into the destruction of excessive value, the practical way to silence those forces and take charge of your reality. By the end of this video, you'll understand the physics of why you got hurt despite being so nice. And at the end, I'll hand you the technique to flip the script on a world that took you for granted. Treating someone as precious or being overly careful creates a massive voltage gap between you and them. Energy flows like water from high to low. The moment you set them higher than yourself, your energy becomes subservient. You get nervous around your boss or stutter in front of your crush, not because they are objectively superior, but because you gave them the power to decide your happiness. You've let the pendulums hook your nose and play with your energy. That authority, that money, that love, it's all an illusion you created. The more great you make them, the more disposable you look to them. This is why your sincerity gets treated like garbage. When you shrink yourself and walk on eggshells, people instinctively perceive you as a low-value commodity. To them, your holy sincerity is just noise. Philosophically, all existence is empty. There is no inherent hierarchy. But the ego loves to rank things, building its own prison. Vadim Zayland says, if you want to succeed, stop worshiping success. Worshipping an object isn't humility, it's servility. True humility starts by seeing everything as trivial. By trivial, I don't mean disrespectful. I mean acknowledging that nothing has the right to disturb your inner peace. When you are free from worldly authority, when you realize your worth doesn't change, whether you have it or not, you exit the pendulum's control and enter the frequency of the alpha. The key to switching your lifeline isn't burning passion. It's the cold neutrality that remains when you strip that passion away. Why do your most cherished relationships crumble? Simple. Your effort broke the cosmic equilibrium. In the physics of transurfing, pouring excessive energy into an object creates a pool of excess potential. Nature loathes this imbalance and immediately activates balancing forces to bring that energy back to zero. This mechanism is brutally accurate. When you cherish someone too much, balancing forces will make that person push you away for no reason. It's the only way to destroy the excessive value you've created. Your sincerity became a powerful repulsive force that drove them away. Getting slapped after being kind isn't a moral issue. It's physical retaliation from the universe for the energy imbalance you caused. Let me ask you, was that sincerity truly pure? Through the lens of transurfing, it's often hidden. Compensation, a mindset of, I did this for you, so you owe me, or a destructive lack of, I'm nothing without you. The more you value something, the more your subconscious broadcasts the misery of not having it. The universe responds to that frequency of lack by snatching the object right out of your hands. This is the paradox of value. The tighter you grasp, the more it slips through your fingers like sand. Your proposals get rejected, your confessions are turned down, and your business fails not because you aren't good enough, but because you made success critically important. Success doesn't come when you're desperate. It stays when you treat it lightly, as if it doesn't matter if you have it or not. All human suffering stems from failing to see things as they are, replacing reality with illusions projected by desire. Epicurus said we suffer not because of things, but because of our ideas about things. Transurfing goes further those ideas. Create excess energy that warps your reality. Your sincerity backfires because of a bloated ego. You think you're being considerate, but you're actually trying to control them within your worldview. Real love and achievement happen when you strip away all value and return the object to its empty state. When you drop expectations, you step out of the line of fire of balancing forces. Just as you must relax your hand to hold something, you must relax your mind's grip to grasp reality. Withdraw that heavy sincerity. When you start seeing it as trivial, the universe will ironically lay it at your feet. Being the master of your life isn't about trying harder. It's about letting go more. Now for the painful question, how do I actually lower the value of something I care about? Simply telling yourself it's not important doesn't work. Suppressed importance only creates more excess energy in the subconscious. Practical transurfing isn't about managing emotions. It's about physically shifting your perspective. You obsess because you've made something your only option. The "this person or no one" or "this job" or "I'm finished" mindset freezes your energy. The first technique to zero out value is setting a safety net. Accept the worst-case scenario and visualize a concrete backup plan. Tell yourself, if this deal fails, I'm still fine, an even better opportunity will come. The moment you secure an exit, the excessive value evaporates. When you have room to breathe, others sense your dominance and are drawn to you. The second technique is theatrical detachment. Watch your situation like a scene in a movie. You must be the actor and the audience at the same time. If the hero in the movie is in danger, the audience doesn't die. If you take your role too seriously, you become a puppet of the pendulums. But the moment you step back and say, "Wow, I'm giving this situation way too much," meaning the excess energy vanishes. Seeing the world as trivial means handling it lightly, like a gamer who knows the rules. True pros don't obsess over results. They enjoy the process and treat the outcome as secondary. When moving toward a goal, drop its value from 100 to 0 and focus only on the action. It's like getting a perfect score on a test, because you stopped worrying about the grade and just enjoyed solving the problems. When you remove value, outer intention steps in and rows the boat for you. Nietzsche called this amor fati, love of one's fate. It's not about enduring, it's about playing with whatever life throws at you. Zeroing out value aligns with this philosophy of the Overman Übermensch. Declaring the world trivial is an existential decision, that no external condition can invade your peace. You are already complete. No external achievement or validation can add to or take away from your worth. You assign value only because you mistakenly believe you are incomplete. But when you return objects to their trivial state, you restore yourself as the master of the universe. Putting the world under your feet isn't violence. It's a peaceful revolution. Miracles don't happen when you pray desperately. They happen when you smirk at them as if they're no big deal. Strip the heavy meaning from your life. Life shouldn't be a struggle, it should be a light stroll. When you look down on the world and walk lightly, every ground you step on becomes your territory. Now, the final stage, once we've dismantled the world's authority, what fills the void? The frequency of absolute superiority. Not power over others, but your own unshakable vibration. When you reclaim value from objects, you stop being a beggar for energy and become its distributor. From a reality critique standpoint, people who get bullied always try to tune their channel to someone else's frequency. But true alphas never tune into others. They stay on their own channel and wait for the world to tune in. When you strip away excessive value, your energy becomes transparent and solid. This energy becomes a magnet for outer intention. When you stop taking the world so seriously and walk your own path, the people who ignored you will start to get anxious and look to you for cues. This is the moment the frequencies flip. Look at interviews with highly successful people. They often say, "I just did it," or "I didn't care if it failed." That's not modesty, it's core transurfing. They kept enough distance from their goals so they wouldn't be crushed by them, allowing outer intention to carry them to their destination. As long as you define your problem as life or death, you will never master it. Define the problem as trivial. Imprint it into every cell. Your existence is far greater than any problem. The moment you look down on a problem, the solution appears at your feet. This is the state of wu-wei non-action in Taoism. It doesn't mean doing nothing. It means not applying artificial force or excessive value, letting the universe flow. Being the director of your life means setting the stage for the actors, not micromanaging every scene. The only way to be treated as a master is to find the desire for respect trivial. Those who beg for validation will be slaves forever. Those who are free from the gaze of others will be kings. Your sovereignty isn't granted by the world, it's declared by you. Withdraw all the holiness you gave to the world and establish yourself as the only sacred thing. Then you become a true transurfer, gliding through all sectors of the space of variations. Life is as heavy as the value you give it, and as light as the value you take back. Only the light can ride the waves, the heavy simply sink. Drop that heavy luggage weighing down your soul. When your hands are empty, the universe is ready to fill them with everything. Now, before you turn off this video, I have a homework assignment for you. Think of the thing that dominates your mind, right? Now, the thing that makes you nervous and keeps you up at night. Now, declare firmly in your heart, you are nothing. You have no right to break my peace. If that declaration pierced your heart, comment below. I am now free from all value. This is a trigger to imprint a new frequency on the space of variations. From today on, put the world under your feet. Your real life begins exactly at the point where you stop taking it so seriously.